Hey everyone, this is Michael with a general reading for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2020. I do hope that this video finds you well and in relatively good spirits. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. The astrology for this month is really going to be packing a punch, and really for the next rest of the year, I should say. We have 3 planets that are going to be going direct. We also are starting eclipse season right in the end of November, so there are a lot of big shifts. There's a lot of information that's going to be coming out all at once, a lot of surprises, so buckle in. People may not necessarily be at their best right now either, so that's important to just kind of keep in mind for yourself and maybe for the people around you. I'll be explaining more of this as we're pulling cards, but I do just want to let you know I have the astrology blog linked down below, which has a list of all of the aspects and transits by date. I do also have links for personal readings and Reiki sessions linked down below for those of you who are looking for some assistance. I am going to be taking some time off this month, and I haven't quite figured out when or for how long. So just kind of keep that in mind. If they're not available, they will come back later. I do recommend following me on social media and hitting subscribe if you haven't done that already, because I will post whenever I leave. I will post when I'm back and when my services are available again. So it's always good to kind of stay on my radar. I do occasionally offer discounts, sales, and giveaways as well, so all the more incentive to kind of subscribe and stay in our community here. It's always nice to have new people join the family. So I'm going to start shuffling, and we're going to see what comes up for you, Libra. I'm a Libra rising myself, so it's always interesting to see if I see myself in your reading as well. What are the messages we have for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2020? What are the messages for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for November 2020? I'm kind of getting this jittery energy. So far we're looking pretty good though. We have the Magician with the 9 of Pentacles here. And the Magician tells me that there's this manifestation. Some of you have come into your own space or your abundance here. There's something beautiful that you are creating in your life right now, and it feels like it's for you specifically. You are manifesting something for yourself, and it's making you feel very secure, very luxurious here with this 9 of coins. Maybe this is a manifestation that you're working on now. Some of you might have just received it, however, with the full moon that we just had on October 31st on Samhain. It was in the sign of Taurus, and it was actually joined up with Uranus. So there could be something that you are celebrating, a cultivation that has happened for you, this new stability, this new awakening as well. Some of you are really coming into your power with this energy I'm feeling. I do see this also showing up in your 6th house, your house of routine or health. Some of you are really turning a corner there, or really changing your routines in some way, or just changing your day-to-day workflow or your life, kind of your rhythm. But it feels like it's all for the best here. And I want to be honest, even though we are very in Scorpio season by the time you are watching this video, or maybe even Sagittarius season, we have a lot of planets that are still moving through your sign. We still have Mercury going through Libra, and it's not going to go back into Scorpio until I want to say the 10th or the 12th. We also have Venus that is going to be in your sign all the way until the 21st, right on the first day of Sagittarius season, and then it goes into Scorpio. And Venus is your 1st house. It's bringing a lot of luxury, it's bringing a lot of love and new beginnings here with this Ace of Cups. There's a lot of really awesome energy that you are able to work with in the first half of the month. Even if this isn't necessarily physically around you, Libra, I think it's still really important for you to pay attention to kind of these manifestations or the thoughts you are thinking. But I feel like you're getting things together. You are creating something. Show me more, please. The Page of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Let's clarify this, actually. Why is the Page of Chalices in reverse here? This could be involving a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it certainly doesn't have to. We also have the Four of Cups in the reverse here. I feel like some of you could have an emotional conversation with someone you have a history with, and it doesn't necessarily go as well as you want it to. Which is kind of interesting with this Ace of Cups, because it's like there is a new beginning here. There is this conversation, there is this opening to your heart, and this heart healing is really, really important. But then when it comes to communication, the Four of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like someone could be offering you an apology and you're kind of reluctantly taking it. Or it doesn't quite, the offer that someone is giving you doesn't quite feel like what you want. That's interesting. And this feels separate from the situation with the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles, because you have a lot of abundance, you have a lot of stability, or you're coming into that in November. Which is very interesting, because again, this month is going to be crazy. We have Mercury going to be going direct on the 3rd, on Election Day no less. And I find that that post-shadow of Mercury retrograde is when we're kind of playing catch-up. It's when we're kind of dealing with all the chaos and making sense of things, kind of cleaning up after the party of the Mercury retrograde. It can almost be like the hardest part, to be completely honest with you. It can be sort of that rude awakening energy I was talking about earlier. We also have Mars, which is going to be going direct in your opposite sign right at the middle of the month. I want to say it's November 14th. And maybe this is something, this kind of conversation here, this reluctant apology, it does have something to do with some sort of conflict or fight, because Mars can definitely bring a lot of passion, but also agitation or anger or conflict. And for you specifically, that's kind of affecting your 7th house. There could be like kind of a bit of a fling, actually, for some of you. If you are single, I could see that, especially if there's an earth sign in question. That could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. We have double Virgo energy with the Magician, could also be a Gemini. But to be honest, I see you almost embodying this Queen of Coins, and it's like, you've just come into this beautiful abundance, or you're really working on this next chapter of your life that feels really stable, and you're building a foundation for yourself, and it's almost like this person who's giving you this offer isn't quite on your level, and it's a little disappointing. Interesting. Let's pull some animal cards here. For some of you too, this Ace of Cups is actually talking about your intuition and reconnecting to that spiritually. I just got a stream of this. Interesting, yeah, the hawk energy. You're gaining a new perspective on things. You might be getting a download here. And when I see hawk, it also tells me that things are changing. And for you, it feels like changing for the better. And, ooh, yeah, with this golden egg, healing your heart chakra. I actually get the sense that for some of you, there could be someone from the past that you're communicating with, or you're kind of letting go of, actually. And it's almost like you've come into this new chapter, and now you're sort of looking back and you're like, what did I see in this person, or why was I so torn up about this? And maybe this person comes back and tries to apologize to you or reconnect with you, and you're just not really feeling it, to be completely honest. I feel like I'm really drawn to this nest imagery around this golden egg. You are creating a nest for yourself. And there could be some abundance for you as well, this golden egg. And again, it is connected to the heart chakra, so some of you are really healing the center. You're almost taking the time and space for yourself. I actually see that with the 9 of coins as well. This is like happy bachelor energy. And you might just be getting back in touch with your own magic. And I keep getting like nest egg, like you're building a nest egg for yourself. You're building up some savings, which is interesting for this month and really for this year, because frankly, I think economically we're certainly not out of the woods. I think we're going to be having an interesting next few years, especially with Uranus in Taurus, kind of shaking up our stability, shaking up our financial system. But somehow you feel like you're going to be okay, Libra. That's interesting. If there is one thing you are walking away from this reading, you're going to be okay. Something might change suddenly, but it works out in your favor with this hawk energy. And you're seeing things from a new perspective. And maybe that's associated with this intuitive download that you're receiving. So let's look at the second half of the month now. Some of you actually could be working on starting a career with your intuition, or with this healing thing, because I see the 9 of Pentacles, I see the Magician, I see the Ace of Cups here. I could actually see some of you doing spiritual work or going in that direction, or healing work. There's kind of a mischievous energy for the second half of the month. There's an energy I'm not trusting. And maybe this is this person who kind of came in before and you weren't really feeling so confident about them. I'm kind of referencing the Page of Cups with the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Coins, which feels like your energy. Yeah, because there's the 7 of Swords in reverse with the Devil and also the Page of Swords. Someone is not being truthful with you, and you are catching someone in a lie with the 7 of Cups. Or, I'm sorry, the 7 of Swords in reverse. 7 of Cups makes me almost think that this person could be lying to themselves. Let's kind of clarify this energy. What is this Devil about? And why is it showing up central here? You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or an immature air sign, or young air sign, but it feels immature in this case. Okay, what do we have with this Devil card here? The 2 of Cups with fortitude or strength, and this 2 of Cups is in reverse. This does feel like a romantic situation, and I don't know if this is someone from the past or if it's someone new, but it's like you almost know what you're seeing with this person. You have a really good read on this person. Could be a Leo individual as well, with fortitude or the strength card. Yeah, I almost feel like this Scorpio season, or when Scorpio enters Venus, or I'm sorry, when Venus enters Scorpio on the 21st, there we go. There could be this kind of intense connection, but it's not as appealing to you anymore. Or it might be appealing, but I think you're looking more long-term now. You're thinking more about your future. So be really careful of the energy that is coming into your life, regardless of the context, towards the end of the month. Especially if there is kind of a Capricorn individual or a Leo individual. Maybe just be a little more discerning with them than you usually are with people, and really kind of read them out. But I think you'll kind of spot this pretty quickly. Whatever this person is about with the 7 of Swords in reverse, This person might be manipulative or controlling. They might have some really bad habits or even addictions with the Devil card. Some of you might also be dealing with your own addictions as well, actually, especially towards the end of the month when Neptune goes direct in the sign of Pisces. When I see Neptune, especially in the sign of Pisces, it can sometimes indicate escapism and the ways we kind of run away from ourselves. And I notice a lot of the time with Neptune, when it goes direct or even when it goes retrograde, there's usually this thing with addiction that's going on. And we all have different addictions or different tendencies or habits that aren't the best. But when Neptune goes direct, it's almost easier to fall into old ways of being. So be very cautious of that. But I almost feel like this is actually an energy that is around you, Libra. Let's kind of clarify this Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here? It just feels like this person who may be talking the talk. Maybe they kind of see your energy and it almost feels a little vampiric, to be honest with you. Or there's something in your life that is kind of sucking your energy out. But I want to say it's a person. Six of Cups with the Two of Coins, Temperance in reverse at the bottom here. This really does make me wonder if there is someone coming back from the past. I know I kind of made that reference earlier, but you are just not having it. Or there is someone new coming into your life who kind of reminds you of this past energy, and you've sort of learned this lesson, and it's like the universe is kind of testing you almost, and you're just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need this. I don't need this attention or whatever this person is trying to give or really take from me. I don't know. But I feel like, Libra, you're honestly weighing this out with the Two of Coins. You're trying to make a decision here. You are really considering doing something, and I feel like you're considering making a decision that's honestly not aligned for you. And you sort of know it. You already sort of know the answer. And you could be lying to yourself or deceiving yourself because it's something that's available to you. Or, I don't know. It's just, you were thinking very long term at the beginning of the month. And now I'm kind of wondering what is happening here for you in the second half of November. So I just want you to be very discerning here with this energy. If this person is worth your time, the Strength card, your bond will only grow stronger over time. You don't need to worry about losing someone if it's not meant to be. And to be honest with you, the Temperance card in reverse, I feel like there's someone kind of coming into your life who just isn't a match to your energy, and it's almost like coming back into your external reality as you're kind of purging these old heart wounds, as you're healing your heart chakra here. You already know what is right for you and what isn't. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by someone's words or by someone's gestures to you, especially if they have a history of saying one thing and doing another. It feels like you've kind of been playing these games, and I want to tell you that you are moving on, you are going forward, but it's like there's one more test for you here. So let's pull one more animal card for you. Let's pull another animal card. Earthworm and octopus. Yeah, there's something about this energy that's like, someone might be offering you something, but it's not a very big offer with the earthworm. You can kind of feel it. I do also see earthworm energy. It actually does kind of remind me of an Ace of Coins sometimes, which is like building stability, having fertile soil, thinking about the future, taking it step by step. You are coming out of a comfort zone a little bit. You are getting your head out of the dirt, so to speak. But to be honest with you, there's just this energy with the octopus where I really think you need to take space from this person, or kind of have a hard boundary with this person. But honestly, I feel like they're very persistent, or they're really going to try and peel or pry past your boundaries or your guards here. Octopus energy is a little slippery. I'm actually thinking of the documentary that just came out on Netflix, My Octopus Teacher, and it was such a fascinating documentary for those of you who haven't seen it. Because they're very intelligent animals, and they can be quite cunning and come up with many different ways to get out of certain situations or to kind of gain the edge or manipulate a situation into their favor. But honestly, this doesn't feel like great energy, especially with the devil. I do get the psychic vampirism, to be completely honest with you. So if you feel like you're being drained in the second half of November, I really want to have you ask yourself, who is in my life right now that is kind of making me feel drained? What relationships are draining me of my vital force? And how can I own my energy again? For some of you, let me clarify something. I feel like there's one more message. Knight of Coins in reverse. If someone's trying to rush something or push something, I don't feel like this person's stable. Could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but I just keep getting this energy of someone who's like very charming on the surface. They say all the right things, and it's almost like they're too perfect, and you kind of feel something, or you're noticing something, kind of reading between the lines. And I feel like this person doesn't deliver on the things they say they will do, or they kind of put on the airs and they make themselves look more impressive than they actually are. And to be honest, I'm thinking of this energy in the second half of the month for you. There's a lot of study, and I think you're learning a lot of things, and it almost feels like you're learning about yourself, and you're taking time for yourself to do that. You might be learning new skills that are outside of your normal skill set and expanding your horizons in that way, especially with the eclipse in Gemini towards the end of the month on the 30th, because that's going to be your 9th house. Some of you are going to be learning new spiritual concepts. Again, it feels kind of tied to that magician we pulled in the beginning. Some of you could be embarking on a spiritual path. And that just feels like that's supposed to be your focus right now. That's going to bring you a lot of abundance. That's going to bring you the love that you want. That's going to bring the life that you want to create. That's going to make it possible for you. So I hope that all of these messages were helpful. Let us know in the comment section down below, who is this devilish person? Who is this octopus, this kind of manipulative person? Maybe it'll be helpful just to kind of identify that and really establish boundaries for yourself, because I feel like this person doesn't respect boundaries of other people very well, to be honest. I do have all of my links in the description box down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a happy November, Libra. Take care.